and let us all do we can to build a better future.
Why did I say fighter? Fighter or political opportunist? Courageous or willing to fall in line? Well, geez, if you've been watching Hardlands Media, I think you pretty much know where we stand on quote unquote progressive lawmakers in the Democratic Party. Now, the thing is, look, they will tell you on social media that they care about Medicare for all, that they care about student debt forgiveness, that they care about the environment. They tweet out things that, look, I'll be honest, I agree with, right? But my brain then says, wait a minute, Kit, hold on. Let me just knock on your door for a minute. Listen, buddy, they'll never follow through. They just say this to trick people into thinking that, oh, that they care. And that's why people will be dumb enough to support them financially. So shout out to Case Study QB, who clipped this video. It's only about 21 seconds long, but it says everything. And it confirms everything that all of you probably know about the DNC, about progressive lawmakers, about the squad, about Bernie Sanders. If you haven't seen this already, again, look, Case Study QB, shout out to him. This is from Representative Khanna. What if we had said, unless you give us Medicare for all, we're not going to raise the debt ceiling? Of course, we don't do that because we're responsible. Now, why would Ro Khanna say this? What is Ro Khanna trying to state, at least on this show on BSDNC? Listen very carefully. I'm going to play the whole video twice, and I will not pause it.
What if Nancy Pelosi had done that? What if we had said, unless you give us Medicare for all, unless you give us Green New Deal, President Trump, we're not going to raise the debt ceiling? Of course we don't do that because we're responsible, because we believe in compromise when it comes to the functioning of the government. They're acting irresponsible.
And a lot of your base probably would like it if y'all had done that.
Oh, what a burn. What a burn, right? I'm pausing it right here because I want to play it again one more time. But first, let me add in my commentary. All right. We've seen Republican lawmakers get what they want. And hey, vote blue no matter who, or you diehard liberals or people who are upset that I talk bad about AOC or Bernie. Hey, look, I don't like what these Republican lawmakers are getting passed. Okay, so here's my criticism of the GOP. They're scumbags. These politicians are all scumbags, including Democrats, Republicans. They are all scumbags. Okay, they don't give a crap about any of us. But at least when the Republicans fight, yes, it's for deplorable things. It's for, I don't know, helping out corporations, the top 1%. And of course, these politicians, like all of them, want to enrich themselves. But at least when the GOP fights, they get what they want. Jesus Christ, they get what they want all the time. I mean, it's pretty much sad and depressing, but impressive at the same time. And yet when push comes to shove, when the Democrats do have popular opinion and the support of the people on their side, they try and act responsible. They don't fight. They don't fight. They don't fight. They don't fight. They're not going to do it. All this hope in thinking, oh, we could get Medicare for all happen at the federal level. Really? Really? How? How? This guy, this cowardly scumbag politician who's also doing insider trading, all these people who have been on my show saying, oh, we got to try at the federal level. We got to do it. We got to do it. How? When they're not going to lift the goddamn finger to fight for us. I mean, there he is. He's smiling about it. And even though the news anchor is being sarcastic, boy, oh boy, is it the truth. The base would love it if the squad or progressive lawmakers actually had some balls and fought back. Here, listen to the whole thing again. Maybe as you're driving to work, pull over to the side of the road so you don't have some road rage.
What if Nancy Pelosi had done that? What if we had said, unless you give us Medicare for all, unless you give us Green New Deal, President Trump, we're not going to raise the debt ceiling? Of course we don't do that because we're responsible, because we believe in compromise when it comes to the functioning of the government. They're acting irresponsible.
And a lot of your base probably would like it if y'all had done.
Yeah, we would have. Hell, we would have respected a lot of these politicians. Dare I say it. I want to pull up this tweet here. from a good friend of the show, Dana Fairbanks, because I want to remind everyone, we did ask them to fight for us. It sure was responsible when you refused to force a vote on Medicare for all during a deadly pandemic. Having Nancy Pelosi continue her reign as Speaker of the House was truly critical to the nation. How would we have survived without her? And again, these are the 15 lawmakers at the time, progressive lawmakers, all of whom ran on Medicare for all, making that promise to the people. There's AOC, Ayanna Presley, Barbara Lee, Chewy Garcia, Corey Bush, Ilhan Omar, Jamal Bowman, Jamie Raskin, Katie Porter, former Representative Marie Newman. That's right. Marie Newman's no longer in Congress there. We got Mark Pochin. We got Pramila Jayapal. Oh, wow. What a brave, courageous fighter there. We got Rashida Tlaib. Raul Gujral. I hope I don't care if I got his name wrong. And, oh, hey, look, everyone. The symbol of bravery and responsibility right there, Khanna. Washington, D.C., the Capitol building that holds Congress. The quote, Obi-Wan Kenobi, never has there been a hive of more villainy and scum. Oh, that's not this quote directly, but, there you go. So much villainy. So much villainy. And look, I want to play this video for all of you. It's an old school video, but I just want everyone to understand that Americans need Medicare for all. We're the richest country in the world, and we don't have it. We have a thing called medical bankruptcy. We have people who do need health care. These are our friends, our family members, our neighbors. And you know what? This video I'm going to play, it's going to hit the heartstrings. Because since we're not going to be able to get Medicare for all at the federal level, because they're not going to fight. They're not going to fight. They're not going to fight. The politicians in Washington, D.C. are not going to fight. Sign all the petitions you want at the federal level. It's not going to happen. We got to do it at the state level. I want to play this video here. It's not going to be easy to listen to.
The Dallas Care Buffalo Regional Office was depicted as a crime scene. The crimes in question, according to demonstrators, theft and negligence by private insurance companies, which the family of Daniel Denoyer says led to his suicide in 2019 when he was 29 years old. Before events leading to the tragedy, Daniel learned his insurance had been canceled after being denied a prescription refill, which would have cost $250 out of pocket.
He found out that he was late paying a $20 payment. He actually took out his card that day and made the $20 payment, and Fidelis told him that his medication or his plan would be reinstated on the next billing cycle on May 1st.
By the time Daniel's plan was to be reinstated for him to receive his prescription for risperidone, a medication used to treat certain mood and mental disorders, it was too late.
It was on April 9th, 3 years ago to the...
Just want to let everyone know I interviewed this gentleman. And it was a real privilege to speak to him. There are countless other people like him in this country who've lost a loved one. We are the richest country in the world, and we don't have health care. To our international audience, in case you don't know this, but in America, our health care is tied to our jobs. So when we're fired or laid off, bye-bye health care. When the leading causes of homelessness in this country is medical bankruptcy. One bad day, you lose everything. One important note to my fellow Americans. Now, I don't care if you're a conservative or a liberal or progressive or libertarian, or what generation you're part of, the color of your skin, or who you worship. Listen to me, my fellow Americans. As you head into work, remember, our politicians are doing insider trading. They make a six-figure salary. They got cushy lobbyist jobs waiting for them and speaker fees at wonderful universities. And they have gold-plated health care. They're living their best lives. Tell me again, what's so great about our politicians in D.C.? What have they done for us exactly?
The day that I saw his suicide note on Facebook, where he told us that he's sorry for hurting those who care, that this is selfish, he's sure, but he's decided death by drowning because he can't get above the pain. He said that he super glued his seatbelt shut and that he couldn't break it free. And then he drove his truck into the Mohawk River after saying goodbye to his 2 children.
Scott has vowed to use his son's story as a catalyst for change in the nation's approach to healthcare, and he was joined outside of Fidelis Saturday by local politicians and advocates of the New York Health Act, which would guarantee every resident of the state universal single-payer healthcare. The calls for change go beyond the state level as the fight for systemic change persists.
I'm not here fighting to save Danny. I missed that chance. I'm here fighting for everyone else's kids because nobody needs to live my life waking up every day without their kid because he missed a $20 payment to his insurance company.
There's bravery. Hey, Khanna. Hey, when you're done counting your money or pretending to be relevant, why don't you look yourself in the mirror? Oh, wait, the mirror will probably break. But if it doesn't break, look yourself in the mirror. And I know you're a politician and you're a scumbag. And you're probably going to think, I'm doing the best I can. No, you're not. You see this man here? He's fighting. Not only for everybody else, but also making sure that no one goes through what he's going through. And hey, by the way, you should tell this to those other Congress members who were on that forced to vote petition. What are you doing exactly for Medicare for all? What was it like seeing the Republicans actually successfully do their own forced to vote and win? What's it like seeing, knowing that people don't respect you guys anymore? I mean, you're going all in for Biden, a guy who says he doesn't believe in Medicare for all. You're going all in for a guy, Biden, who is against desegregation, who is against busing. Now, I know you're going to give the same political answer. Oh, people change. Or he's really grown up a lot and matured. Really? Has anything fundamentally changed? Again, richest country in the world, we don't have healthcare, but you and your fantastic friends in Washington, D.C. do. Scumbag politicians. Scumbag politicians, all of them. I want to play one more video here where, again, Khanna is guaranteeing the Treasury will not default, even though 3 banks failed in March. That's right. That's right, folks. In this year alone, in the merry month of March, not 1, not 2, but tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row, 3 banks failed. Folks, we're heading into a collapse. Our politicians are living their best lives. Are you not angry? Are you not angry? Because you should be. Let's play this wonderful video of our oh so fantastic, brave representative, Khanna.
Here.
Good to be here.
So given this Yellen letter, I hope everyone reads every word and pays very close attention to it, especially the decision makers in Washington. Given that we're looking at June 1st for a possible default here, if there's no deal, can you guarantee the American people we're not going to default?
Yes. I mean,
Yes?
I mean, look, I don't think it would be so irresponsible. It would be a self-goal. I mean, who doesn't pay their bills? We pay our bills as Americans. It's patriotic to pay our bills, and I am confident that the president of the United States.
Patriotic to pay our bills. Hey, remember that lockdown where you and your fantastic friends in Washington, D.C. told them, hey, everyone, there's got to be a lockdown happening. But, oh, no, we can't get a stimulus check or continuous stimulus check. But, you know, and you can't go to your jobs, but you still got to pay the bills. What about a debt jubilee? I mean, boy, oh, boy, are you guys crapping out the money for that war in Ukraine? Boy, oh, boy, can you guys and gals do something to save the banks? But what about the people? It's patriotic. Hey, folks. Hey, let's have democracy in the chat. I know it's controversial. Kit, what do you talk about? Democracy? Yes, you get to vote. And you get to vote. And even you get to vote. A type 1, if, Kit, I feel so patriotic when I pay my bills. I know I'm a proud American and I pay my bills. It just warms my heart, and I hear the scream of the American eagle in the background as soon as I write that check and pay my bills. It's the best thing ever. A type 2, like, God damn it, I hate it. Again. I gotta pay my goddamn bills. The hell with it. I don't feel patriotic paying these goddamn bills. Type 1, if you feel patriotic paying your bills. A type 2, if you freaking hate it.
States isn't going to let the country default. The Republicans are trying their best to make this an issue. I don't understand why they're acting the way they are. Just pay the bills, and then we can discuss how to reduce the deficit.
Are there spending? Well, you know that's not what Republicans say they're willing to do. So are you willing to agree to some spending cuts? McCarthy's proposal is rolling back a number of things to 2022 levels. Call it what you want, but it's a cut in what spending is going to be. Are you willing to agree to any of that to prevent a default?
I'm not willing to have a conversation under a hostage situation. When I was in Congress and Donald Trump was president, I didn't disagree. I disagreed with a lot of his policies, but I...
You hear that? They disagree with a lot of his policies, but they went on along with it anyways. Like, this is a 6-minute interview, and I don't want to have you guys start having heart attacks or bursting your blood vessels in your brains when you hear this scumbag politician talk. But they're going to do everything they can to maintain the status quo. They're going to do everything they can to keep things the way they are, to make sure that nothing fundamentally changes. If you're not angry, I don't know what to tell you, folks. They won't fight for Medicare for all. We're on our own. And I'm just going to say this right here. No more debate. No more politeness. No more conversation. Similar to cannabis, how it's being approved and legalized at the state level, the fight for Medicare for all is going to have to be done at the state level.